Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Gio here and welcome back to a brand new video. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to do dual lighting in Adobe Photoshop. So for this video I'm going to be using Ronaldo as an example, just because I had him downloaded already. So I'm just going to use this render of him and show you guys how to do dual lighting. So first thing you want to do is you want to click on this little half circle here, where it's half black, half white. Click on gradient map, and then once you do that, sometimes it'll be looking like this, but you just want to reverse it if it looks like that. And then what you want to do is you want to click on, let's say, you would click on the lighter color if it's already there like that, it's black. But one color should be black, and then the other color should be whatever color you want. So we could do, you could hit them with a yellow, and then do that. And then you're gonna want to right click on the gradient map on your layers, and then clipping mask it to the person or the object that you're doing the dual lighting on. And then you're gonna want to pick the opposite color of whatever your layer mask is. So if it's white, make it black, so you can start erasing, and if it's white, well, if it's black, make it white, vice versa. But yeah, so what you're gonna want to do is grab the brush tool, make sure you select the right color, and then you could go right into erasing. So I want the yellow to come from the right side, so we're gonna erase everything on the left. Let me make sure it's 100% opacity for this left side here, just so we get it all out of the way. Alright, and then for the side that it's coming from, normally you would just, lower the opacity a bit, make it transition a bit smoother, so it's not like directly back to regular skin tone. So like it still like has some yellow tints to it and stuff like that. I'm gonna lower the opacity a bit more. So like there's that right there. So you wanna lower the opacity a bit more and keep like scrubbing through and brushing in the lower opacity, just so you get like a softer feeling. Because if you just use 100% opacity and just erase, it's gonna look, you're just erasing it all. There's no point of you even doing the lighting at that point. So then that's how it would look if it was coming from like the top right angle, like if the light was coming from there. And then now what you want to do is press Ctrl J on top of the gradient map layer, so it'll copy it. And then you're going to want to right click on gradient map, the second one you copied, and then make sure you also clip it to the same thing, and then press Ctrl I to invert it. And then now what you want to do is change the color to the second color you want. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do like a lighter blue, and then what you're gonna want to do next is do the same exact thing we did for the previous one. So what I mean by that is you get the brush tool and you start erasing again. So let's do it like this real quick. Just make sure most of the second color isn't on the same color as the first one, because then it won't make much sense. I don't know how you would have two colors on top of each other like that, but so let's pretend this one's coming from the same angle pretty much. So you're gonna want to have a little bit of that light reflecting onto his back if it's coming from the top left. So you would have a little bit of light down here, and then make sure you erase like the front part of his chest, because if both the lights are behind him, there won't be that much color on the front part of his body. And then let me lower the opacity a bit more. And there you go. It looks something like this. Obviously this isn't perfect because it is just a tutorial, but that is pretty much how it looks. So if we did like a black background, you could tell, like, let's say, let me do like a little arrow here. So like the light would probably be coming from this direction, and then this light would probably be coming from like there. So like you gotta kind of think about it if you're going more in depth with it. Like let's say you have more composition to it, and you have like some photo manipulation stuff. So let's say you actually physically have those lights pointing at him, like you have PNGs of lights just pointing at him. Then you would take that into account. Or if it's just like different beams of light aimed at him, you would look at that too. But yeah, this is like the simplest way of doing this. It is really useful. I did do it on a previous design. Let me load that up real quick. So this is the design I made with Adama Traore. This isn't the PSD, so I can't like look at the layers and stuff like that. But you can just look at the photo. So if I put the light coming from the top left, so it would reflect off the back part of his neck and stuff like that. So his arm, his neck, a little bit of his back right there, his torso, and then a little bit on his shorts, if you could see that. And then I made it a lower opacity on the rocks, and same thing with the red. I just did it on the right side. But obviously it's not like 100% accurate because, you know, lighting is very, very complicated. But you can get like the very simplistic stuff down when it comes to that. So this is like the best example I could give you because I have made a design with 2 different light sources. So I thought I'd show you guys that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any other suggestions that you would like to see on this channel, please let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.